As a lifelong fan of martial arts films and a connoisseur of Siu-Wong Fan's impressive fighting skills, I must say that his contributions to the genre are nothing short of remarkable. From his breakout role in Riki-Oh, The Story of Ricky, to his appearances in the iconic Ip Man series and action-packed films like Righting Wrongs, Fan has consistently proven himself as a master martial artist and actor, known both as Siu-Wong Fan and Louis Fan. This talented martial artist and Hong Kong actor gained recognition for his starring role in the series. Since his father worked at Shaw Brothers Studio, he developed an early interest in wushu. Um, Although Fan plays a significant part in several movies, the majority of his career has been spent as a supporting actor. Over the course of his professional journey, Fan has teamed up with some of the most prominent kung fu film stars ever. Notable actors such as Michelle Yeoh and Donnie Yen are among those he's collaborated with, demonstrating that his martial arts abilities should not be taken lightly. Um, some of Fan's finest work is showcased across a variety of kung fu movies, including the moving origin tale of a monk and the brutal action-packed conflicts of uh, supernatural character. Um, um, so the Swords of Dragon Gate of 2011, directed by Sui Park, featuring Jet Li as its main character, the martial arts fantasy film titled Promises an Enjoyable Watch. Despite moments when the storyline may leave you scratching your head, Fun Bingbing also appears in this movie portraying Ma Jin-young, one of many peculiar characters in the wuxia genre. Interestingly, Flying Swords of Dragon Gate is a remake of the 60s and early 90s films, Dragon Gate Inn and New Dragon Gate Inn, respectively, which were iconic productions starring renowned actors from the Hong Kong film industry. In the movie, there are several areas that could use improvement, like the CGI quality, character development, and sometimes complex storylines that might be hard to follow along with however, despite these flaws, is a highly entertaining watch of the thrilling action scenes and lively characters manage to keep viewers hooked. And this movie is best enjoyed when you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the exhilarating journey it takes you on. Um, Shaolin, Evil Dead, they're 2004, directed by uh, Douglas Kung. As a dedicated cinephile, I'm thrilled to step into the limelight, acting alongside martial arts maestro Gordon Liu in the film Shaolin versus Steamlight. Um, Evil Dead, although this movie doesn't share any connection with the Evil Dead series, it does incorporate a host of eerie creatures and draws influence from the 80s Hong Kong comedy horror gem Mr. Vampire. In essence, Shaolin versus Evil Dead unfolds as an intriguing tale about two priests, Lou and myself, who join forces to combat supernatural entities that have overrun their world. Way of paraphrasing suggestion, the stark contrast between Father Fan's compassion for saving souls and Father Lou's ruthless destruction without regret enriches the complexity of their characters. The on screen chemistry between Fan and Liu is exceptional, and their action sequences breathe life into the movie's otherwise vague storyline. However, the film has faced criticism for its hasty ending, which was intended to pave the way for a sequel. Fortunately, the sequel received funding and debuted a year later in NCAMS, and then You Must, to get more raising around Weber, then didn't have a raising around it, and I wouldn't say that the directed by Randy Yuen. The biographical movie Master of Zen offers an engaging blend of drama and action. In this film, Fan and Derek take the lead roles. Master of Zen narrates the life story of Bodhidharma, a Buddhist monk who is famed for introducing Chan Buddhism to China and establishing the foundations of Shaolin Kung Fu. Yi embodies Bodhidharma in the film, while Fan portrays Shengwang, who later becomes known as Huke under Bodhidharma's tutelage of the character, transforming from a soldier to Bodhidharma's disciple, represents one of Fan's most intense roles. Director Brandy Yuen and the captivating portrayals by Fan and Yi make Master of Zen stand out among martial arts films. The film's profound examination of religion is as compelling as its action sequences, both providing an engaging experience. Neither aspect overshadows the other, leading to a satisfying overall viewing experience. 7 Stone Age Warriors. And now we, directed by Stanley Tong. Prior to working frequently with Jackie Chan, Stanley Tong started his directorial career with Stone Age Warriors. This movie revolves around the search for a missing businessman. His daughter, Elaine Louie, and girlfriend, Nina Lichi, join forces with a guide, embarking on a journey deep into the New Guinea rainforest in an attempt to locate him, later Siddhist. The initial part of Stone Age Warriors moves at a leisurely pace, which could potentially cause viewers' interest to wane. In time, patient viewers are rewarded with a thrilling second half that showcases Fan's exceptional martial arts abilities. Rarely does Fan have an opportunity to fully exhibit his physical prowess, but the tumultuous journey in Stone Age Warriors provides such an occasion. As they traverse the dense jungle, the film's main characters encounter numerous obstacles, including dangerous drug dealers and wild beasts, that I think it seems directed by Tenny Chan, and in the movie Kung Fu Jungle, Fan Bingbing shared screen time with martial arts legend Donnie Yen. Although his role in this film was smaller compared to other Kung Fu movies he's been in, it remains significant in his acting portfolio. The storyline of Kung Fu Jungle revolves around a self-defense instructor portrayed by Donnie Yen, who is temporarily freed from prison to aid authorities in tracking down a local murderer. In this film, Fan Bingbing portrays Hung Yip, a martial arts disciple who becomes the next target of the killer. May not introduce anything groundbreaking to the Kung Fu movie genre, but it faithfully adheres to a classic narrative found in these films, making it enjoyable for fans of the genre. Obviously, both the moreover, the fight sequences in are remarkable and offer one of Donnie Yen's most impressive martial arts battle scenes. The film garnered several award nominations and won the Hong Kong Film Award for Best Action Choreography, marking Yen's fourth time receiving this honor. Uh, we have Supercop 2, 1993, directed by Stanley Tong. In the sequel to Police Story 3 Supercop, titled Supercop 2, Michelle Yeoh reprises her role as Inspector Jessica Yang. This time, Inspector Yang is sent from her home base to Hong Kong to aid in a probe concerning a string of robberies. In the bustling city, Inspector Yang teams up with local Inspector Lee, portrayed by Emil Chow. Newcomer Fan steps into the series as Lee's partner and a romantic interest of his younger sister. Although Fan doesn't have a significant screen time, his performance is powerful. Contrary to expectations raised by the poster of Jackie Chan's appearance was limited to a cameo, but the film is still worth watching. Unlike its predecessor, focuses less on comedy and more on action, which is exceptional. As demonstrated consistently in Yeoh's career, the film offers high quality action without compromising its narrative. I love this book, and then directed by Wilson. Yep. I, as a dedicated fan, dived back into the world of Ip Man 2, reprising my role from the initial Ip Man movie. In this installment, I find myself in a supportive position. The story continues right where the first film ended, with Ip Donnie Yen and his family relocating to bustling Hong Kong, establishing a martial arts school. And this sequel showcases some of the most spectacular fights in the Ip Man franchise, maintaining the high quality action and tension that made the original such a resounding success. In the second movie, Jin's return introduces a different kind of interaction between him and IP compared to the first film. Instead of their initial hostile relationship, Jin and Ip seem to forge an alliance. In one particular scene, Jin assists IP and his pupil Wang Lung in evading a group of combative martial arts trainees, as in the original. As with the first film, the fights in were orchestrated by Sanal Hum, maintaining the same level of ingenuity and vigor. Three Righting Wrongs, which is in Attributed Place. And I wanted to talk about four females, directed by Corey Yuen. Among the top tier kung fu films from the 80s, Righting Wrongs certainly holds its ground. In this movie, Yuen Biao portrays a prosecutor, while Cynthia Rothrock dons the uniform of a cop. Together, they delve into uncovering the mystery behind a series of murders in their town. Fan also makes an appearance, albeit briefly, but his moments on screen are packed with the movie's high-octane action. To put it simply, the action in Righting Wrongs is thrilling and abundant. as evidenced by the initial scenes that involve a shootout and a car chase. The impressive action sequences are beautifully finished with traditional kung fu moves performed by the movie's martial artists. However, the plot of is equally captivating as its fast-moving action scenes. Although the film primarily revolves around action, it subtly explores questions about justice within its narrative. Upon release, audiences found the dark conclusion of unsettling, leading to multiple alternate endings being filmed and later included in the 2022 Blu-ray version of the movie, IP Man from 2008, directed by Wilson Gipp. In the movie Ip Man, Fan appears as one of several skilled martial artists. The story is loosely based on the life of Ip Man, a renowned master of Wing Chun and an influential figure in the martial arts community. And in this film, Ip Man, portrayed by Donnie Yen, engages in battles with various martial artists, including Fan, who plays Jin Shan Zhao, aiming to claim victory. And in a city known as Foshan, there's a formidable martial arts grandmaster named Jin. He has bested numerous adversaries in the area, except for IP. Confident and boasting exceptional skills, Jin appears ready to face off against Ip. And this is clearly shown in the carefully orchestrated combat scenes portrayed by Fan, in terms of both acting and martial arts prowess. Fan is more than capable of standing alongside Yen. The popularity and praise that garnered gave rise to subsequent films offering IP numerous additional fighting opportunities. To see like one Riki-Oh, but like the story of Riki, but Riki 1991, directed by Manai Choi. In Japanese manga origins, Fan made a striking entrance into Hong Kong cinema with Riki-Oh, the story of Riki. And in this movie, Fan assumes the title role portraying an overpowered inmate who, with his extraordinary skills and martial arts background, eliminates numerous prison adversaries despite its less than ideal English dubbing. Riki-Oh has garnered a dedicated cult following for its graphic depictions of violence. Unlike other films where excessive violence might grow monotonous, this isn't true for Riki-Oh, as its brutal scenes remain captivating. Instead of each new opponent for Riki being less thrilling than the last, it's quite the opposite. Each one is more exhilarating than the one before. The intricate fight choreography and Fan's masterful martial arts skills make feel authentic. The main character appears invincible, with many of the fight scenes being exaggerated and fantastical, and yet they are incredibly entertaining and never seem cheesy or tacky. Stands out as Fan's finest work in a kung fu film, showcasing his martial arts prowess, a skill that has been evident throughout his career